the Boston Celtics. Wait. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but it's okay.
Did you get to meet MJ in person?
What's up, MP?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Gotta win this. Lost the last game, and I cannot go on a 2-game losing streak. So it's kind of dumb. Oh, what? We're not home? Oh, this is your set. Bro. There we go. Ah. Bro, I hate the Celtics, bro. I just switched my difficulty a game ago to pro instead of
the Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to cheer them on
semi-pro, so I'm a little
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday
That's why
evening.
I lost the last game.
Well, with the season right near the halfway point, what better time to check in and see what rookies have helped their teams the most and how they stack up in the rookie race as they all vie for Rookie of the Year. Well, you look at Fisher. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And he doesn't have far to go to break into that top 10.
Okay, we got this.
Probably unrealistic to think he'll be a factor in the race for the Rookie of the Year.
Well, you know, if it was earlier in the season, maybe. But at this point, even if he has an amazing second half, I just think he has too much ground to make up.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Edwards. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. As for the Celtics, the guards are Christian and White.
Let's go.
Then it's Tatum. And it's Keda in at the 5, roaming the paint. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Why did I scream
you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to
Yeah,
win. Anytime
why
he's
are you
matched up
doing
against
that?
one of the league's power teams. You know what? He
Crap.
loves these kind of challenges.
And it's up to MP to prove that he can get the job
Right here was a
done.
foul.
It's been
That's why I was very
mixed
late.
in terms of his track record. It's one thing to motivate your team with tough talk, but it can't be empty talk. He's got to bring the heat tonight.
That's good for Mr. Clutch.
Is it just me shooting free throws in away stadiums is so much harder, bro?
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. GA, these Boston Celtics are
probably true
unquestionably a
because
top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball.
Screen
They
shakes.
are a model offense in many ways,
But, like,
making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
You got to D-up Tatum from deep.
Is that a
He's got
three?
that kind of range.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
I want to hit a 3
Mr.
right
Randall. Here's Mr. Clutch.
No.
That 3 off the mark.
Guys, don't make fun of me for
White against
having a shot meter. Like, I see a lot of good players not have shot meters on. It makes me feel like I shouldn't have a shot meter, but I suck. And I suck. Like,
and the first shot of the night for him, missing. And here's the break. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with
I'm not
Celtics
gonna
head
stop
coach,
trying at 3
and we talked about
until
the
I hit
bruising
it.
big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Pritchard passes to White. Pass to Hauser.
We are gonna do another game after this.
Austin shoots
So
their
this will be like
first trip to the line in this one.
50
And as a
minutes
unit, they're shooting 78%
Probably like
from the line.
40.
That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Daniels is checked in for Minnesota. And he can't hit the second.
Watch me hit
For
another
Minnesota,
three,
they've gone 2 for 4 in the field so far. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Mr. Clutch
Yeah, guys, I
gets the
can't
bucket.
dunk.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Hey, Kevin. With all the teams working against the upcoming trade deadline, news tonight is about the Atlanta Hawks. They want
How is
to
that a
upgrade
bad
their front
block
court, and they've done that by adding Nikola Vucevic. The veteran center continues to be a very efficient player at this stage of his career, especially as a scorer.
No
The
way,
Spurs are
why?
extremely pleased
I
they were able to
I
acquire.
thought I could shoot a
Always some
three.
exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. White drives in. Pass to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Misses
Oh, I
the
thought he
three.
was gonna make it.
Here's Randle. Nothing on the board.
Oh, it's a nice little card.
Here's Edwards. And it's White with the
It's a
rebound.
foul, man.
And so White will bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 4. Last time they met was in Minnesota where they beat the Timberwolves.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the
Dude,
overriding
Tatum is
factor.
insane.
Double-digit advantage on the board. They just pounded them inside.
What am I doing?
Randle passes to Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, see, I
From
took my
downtown.
time now.
Mr. Clutch has got
Probably
13.
because I
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Outside White.
That is all distance. It's just
Back to Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Mr. Clutch.
No. Why do I keep on shooting threes?
No
I
good from
want to
outside.
question it. Oh my God.
Here's Hauser.
Seriously, dude.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Uses the glass to finish
Okay,
the
we're
way.
good.
10 points for him.
Here, give it
Boy,
to me,
at
give
the
it to me.
offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may see a review here.
Wait, what?
It was pretty close. And it looked
The previous play is under review.
get the basket off in time.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
Yeah.
you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The offense coming 3 innings as we wrap up the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get
Go.
underway with quarter number 2.
That's 16 points.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Gobert. Dillingham is out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Edwards. And it's Clowney in at the four-man position. White the pass to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's
Oh,
showing off his dunking ability right there.
gosh.
Also rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Dude,
Second quarter
that's
play
the end
with
of his
almost 3 minutes
career
gone.
right there.
And you watch
Clowney out.
Jason Tatum year to year. He
He's a
is
real
a
player,
model
right?
of consistency across the board.
Oh.
The numbers are pretty
Oh.
similar, and the effort never
Wow.
wanes.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He scored 33 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he
He's
wanted.
not
to
making
do.
that.
Yet another outstanding
What'd
game
I
for him.
say?
He's playing with a
What
ton
are
of
we-
confidence and dominating as a result. Guys,
Thank you, David. You're right.
That's
He
just-
was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
He was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Drew Holiday
I
checked
made
in
it,
for
too.
Derek White. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard.
Got it.
They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Contest.
Determination.
Contest.
That's what we call competing for a rebound.
Contest.
And he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Mr. Clutch.
That was
Even
epic.
after all those
What by
three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Dang.
Stat sheet here for Jason
They're
Tatum.
going
In the last 5
down.
games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's White in for Drew Holiday. Here's Mr. Clutch.
No, what I
A three-pointer off the mark.
shoot that?
Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Edwards against Tatum. Pass to White.
I'm excited for the playoffs.
And just miss after miss right now.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mr. Clutch, the pass
What am
to
I doing?
Penny. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Oh, that's a bad shot.
And the three off target. Fires away from outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this.
Thanks for stopping by.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a...
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
I think we have...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Down. Okay.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
The guards are Pritchard and White. Then it's Tatum, and it's Kada in at the 5, down low. That's the Boston 5.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded
Why? Why'd I shoot that?
Been at the center
Why'd I
of it, but
shoot
it's been
that?
good on a number of levels.
The three from Tatum. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Sit that
Kevin,
down.
thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going...
I'm gonna pause. Hold up.
to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over
Let's
at
go.
any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision.
What
He wants to huddle up with this guy. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. To take a look at the Celtics, they're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And, you know, for Boston, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standings.
And, Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
Edwards against White. Tatum setting the pick for White. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer. White's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
To Mr. Clutch. A three ball.
I've decided I want to hit a three.
Three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 24.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And basket by Tatum.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Champagnie. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And White kicks to Tatum.
They're up by 15.
Over Randall. Tatum's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 13. Over to the wing.
Oh, yes.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
Yep. I said that.
Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. A second chance effort. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. That's now 26 points for Mr. Clutch.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense to him.
Oh, what am I doing?
Gobert holds it in. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
White against Randall. And it's White missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Pass to Mr. Clutch.
There.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Not fair.
Mr. Clutch has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tatum on the wing. He's defended by Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Will it go? Good as the jump shot falls. Tatum's got 16.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. is Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Outside, White. Pass to Pritchard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch, and the layup falls.
Dang.
31 points for Mr. Clutch.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
We're up at 20.
That is the perfect fast break, guys.
It's gotta be
getting
good.
a hoop before the defense can get
It has
set.
to be good.
Tatum gets the bucket.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Gobert finds Randall. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. But Timberwolves on top. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what.
Hayden's checked in, and Tatum in for Peyton Watson. And some changes here for the...
I'm not going to come back.
Timberwolves. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, you got Randall, Mr. Clutch out there with Edwards, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Champagny at the 3 slot. Tatum no good.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked
here.
Okay. Minnesota leading by 18. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Don't ask why I shot that.
Offline with his 3. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston.
Like just don't.
Bowser. Here's Tatum. He's defended by Randall. Here's Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jumps.
This is like 40%.
Boston's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. That's good.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Back to Randall. Here's Mr. Clutch.
There we go.
That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists here tonight.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Tatum passes to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Over Edwards. And it's White missing. Minnesota leading by 19 points. The Timberwolves working the ball around now.
Get that rebound.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pritchard passes to White. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. The tricky little pass fake there, working well. Pritchard's got 11 in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want
Let's
to get swept in the
go.
season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Clutch.
Oh
He was doing
my, that's just
everything
gonna
right, and the
lower
points
it.
came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Fires from deep. That one doesn't go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Jump shot is good. Mr. Clutch has got 39.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
From downtown. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
Let's
To
go.
come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going
right,
to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
All right. That was great.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man, we have a key game right there. Besides, it would take a lot while. We have to win against the Hornets, yeah? Oh, okay. Yep, we're third now. The Pelicans are good. Game against the Rockets, that's all-star, and then now the KEYGAME. Boom.
What's up for dinner tonight? I might take home one of the chicken strips from here. I don't know. I was thinking.
Won't those get soggy?
I got an air fryer. Crisp right up.
Average exactly 30 points.
Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love. Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Alright, here's the game 2. We're gonna win. I think we're gonna win. Here we go. So these are not the city edition. Somebody, like they are, but they're not the right. They only have one of the city editions. It's like. Hold on, I might win the warm-up. What happens now?
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill.
I think
We've also got Allie
this.
LaForce bringing us reports. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
Only midway through the season, neither team holding up as well as they would have liked. They're really being tested.
What?
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, they've got Rudy Gobert and it's Champagnie at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, they've got Dylan Brooks. Shepard is out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And then the front end of the back-to-back. What's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
It'll be the Rockets off the tip.
Yeah.
Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league. And MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
And so far, MP's been backing up his talk. He's not only motivating himself, he's setting an example for his teammates, too. Maybe they haven't been perfect against the league's top teams, but they're holding their own.
And here are the Rockets. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same, making them change things.
Oh, got that one up quick.
The systems to Jordan.
And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
I asked him how Rudy
I would have been wide open.
Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And
Sit
Gobert
down.
with a block.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach. Man, the defender really went after him.
Minnesota shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And that's good as he hits both shots. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
All sorts of time, and all around the rim that time before dropping.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Here's Shepard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Like, what is the defense
protection he provided, credited with 2 blocks, and you know that he altered a few more.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
That one's
It's gonna be a last game.
Along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Yeah.
And Minnesota making a change here. Martin's checked in. Good on the second one. And so it's Minnesota.
There's no way it was started 15 minutes.
Here's Mr. Clutch. We saw him with 29 points in his last game.
Oh, yeah, okay. It says that, but it wasn't.
Pass to Jordan.
It's 34.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Ha ha ha.
He hits the back iron and sinks it. Mr. Clutch has got 6 points. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's Shepard. lays it up and banks it in.
Hold on, I just want to hear if you guys can hear me. You definitely can.
When teams make it work down low.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Knocks down the triple. 9 points in the game.
Dang.
Rockets trail by 3. .141 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Thompson. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's the 3.
Oh, that was...
Mr. Clutch can't hit. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Martin. Thompson outside. Gobert against Şengün. Here's Thompson. And it's Martin with the rebound. Here's Mr. Clutch. 9 points in the game. And the shot falls short that time.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Now here's Thompson. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And here's Shepard for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Let's go.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of roll.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Here's Shepard. Wide open.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
The Rockets with another miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Mr. Clutch. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Mr. Clutch has got 14. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Give it.
I just... I don't want to get subbed in like I just did.
Minnesota making a change here.
We're not even halftime yet. It's okay. Oh my gosh, so we're winning by a ton. I was about to shoot that.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. This one for 3.
Wow.
Fires in the triple. 17 points in the game.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize.
Guys, we're gonna go to halftime.
Guess what?
We're gonna stop this because
yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
I think we know we're gonna
Minnesota
win.
leading by 15.
And
from
dunk?
the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Are you kidding me?
In their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He picked up 29 points and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the strike. And he's been on a tear, playing confident and doing anything he wants on the floor. He is so hard to stop. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and
ankles.
court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that. You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
It's because of how ankly I am.
Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's got
trying to break his ankles
He
again.
picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Gonna go for. I don't know what that did. Crossover.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we
Step
approach
back.
4 minutes played.
Drive.
Here's Mr. Clutch.
Okay, that did.
He's got 19.
Yep, that's his
Thompson with a
turnover.
steal. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And man, does Thompson glide
Now we don't know we're gonna win,
outstanding
but
at finishing in transition.
We're still gonna stop at
The
halftime.
shooter in motion and is confident
it will
he
be
can thread him with the
around,
lead
like-
pass. Well done.
We're doing a halftime.
Rockets trail by 12. Thompson outside. Pass to Shepherd.
I'll make another stream too of a game and a half.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Thompson scanning the floor. 4 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Crossed.
Mr. Clutch passes to Gobert.
Okay, I'm gonna try right side. Boom, 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 boom.
24 seconds left in the first half of this one. Puts it up from 12. Mr. Clutch can't hit.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Oh man.
Now Thompson. He's got 5.
That's funny.
Pass to Shepherd. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go for it. And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action. Up 10. What has them in front
Dude,
right
that's
now,
funny.
by and large,
How did I miss that?
all right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Alright, guys. See ya. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll do another stream maybe tomorrow. See ya.